Hello, my name is Lila. I live in a beautiful village surrounded by green hills and quiet rivers. Our village is small, with stone houses, narrow streets, and colorful gardens. Everyone knows each other, and life here is simple and peaceful. My father, Mr. Martin, is one of the wealthiest men in the village. He is tall, with a strong presence, and always walks with confidence. People respect him, and he works hard to keep our family's good reputation. My mother, a kind woman with gentle eyes, passed away when I was young, so it has always been my father and me. Growing up, my father taught me the importance of respect, tradition, and family. He has always dreamed of seeing me married to a good man who can provide for me, and he wants to see our family grow. I am his only child, and he wishes to see me happy, but his idea of happiness and mine may not be the same. I am 20 years old, and many of my friends are already married. My father believes it is time for me to settle down. One evening, my father calls me to his study, a grand room with high shelves full of books, a large desk, and 2 armchairs by the window. He sits in his chair, his face serious, and asks me to sit down. I feel nervous because I can tell this is an important conversation. "Lila," he begins, "I have made arrangements for your future. You are a young woman now, and it is time for you to marry." He speaks calmly, but his voice is firm. "I have chosen a man who is well respected and wealthy. His name is Mr. Edgar. He is a businessman from the next town, and he is interested in you. Marrying him will bring you comfort and security." I sit there, silent, as I feel my heart beating faster. I know of Mr. Edgar. He is a man about 10 years older than me, with dark hair and sharp eyes. He is always dressed in fine clothes and has a serious look. He rarely smiles, and I have only spoken to him a few times. Mr. Edgar is polite, but I feel no warmth in his presence. He is not the man I love. The truth is, my heart belongs to another. His name is Tom, and he is very different from Mr. Edgar. Tom works as a carpenter. He has a gentle smile, kind eyes, and a laugh that makes me feel safe. He is not wealthy, and his clothes are simple, but he has a warmth that fills my heart with joy. Tom and I have spent many afternoons walking by the river, talking and laughing. We dream of a simple life together, filled with love and happiness. As I sit there, looking at my father, I feel torn. I respect him and understand his desire to see me married to someone who can give me a comfortable life. But the thought of marrying Mr. Edgar, a man I do not love, fills me with sadness. My heart belongs to Tom, but he has no wealth to offer. That night, I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. My mind races with thoughts and emotions. On one side, I see a life with Mr. Edgar. He could provide me with fine clothes, a grand house, and a life of comfort. But would I be happy? Could I live without love? On the other side, I see Tom, with his warm smile and gentle hands. A life with him would be simple and perhaps difficult, but it would be filled with love. The days pass and my heart grows heavier. I see Tom and he senses my sadness. One afternoon, as we sit by the river, he takes my hand and asks, "Lila, what troubles you?" I look into his kind eyes and feel tears forming. I tell him everything: my father's wishes, the arrangement with Mr. Edgar, and the choice I must make. Tom listens quietly, holding my hand, his face full of understanding. "Lila," he says softly, "I know I cannot offer you the life Mr. Edgar can. I have no wealth, no grand house, but I love you with all my heart. If you choose to be with me, our life will not be easy, but I promise to cherish you and make you happy in every way I can." His words touch me deeply, and I know he speaks the truth. I feel a warmth in my heart, and I realize that I cannot imagine my life without him. That evening, I return home with a heavy heart. My father notices my sadness and calls me into his study again. "Lila," he says, "you do not seem happy. Are you not pleased with the arrangement I have made?" I gather my courage and look at him. Father, I say, I am grateful for all you have done for me, but my heart belongs to someone else. His name is Tom, and though he has no wealth, he loves me dearly. I wish to be with him. My father's face grows serious, and he sits in silence for a moment. Lila, he says, I understand that you have feelings for this young man, but love alone does not provide food, shelter, or security. Mr. Edgar can give you a stable life. Think carefully about your choice. The next morning, I feel the weight of my decision more than ever. I know that choosing Tom may disappoint my father and may bring challenges. Yet, the thought of a life without love seems empty. I gather my things and write a letter to my father, explaining my feelings and my choice. I thank him for his guidance, but express my desire to follow my heart. With the letter on his desk, I leave the house and meet Tom by the river. We hold each other's hands, looking into each other's eyes, and I feel a mix of fear and excitement. We know our path will not be easy, but we have each other, and that is enough. As we walk away from the village, I take one last look at the life I am leaving behind. I am nervous, but I also feel a sense of freedom. I chose love over comfort, and though the future is uncertain, I know that I am following my heart. Tom smiles at me, and I feel a peace that tells me I have made the right decision. This is the beginning of our journey, and I am ready for whatever comes next, as long as we are together.